Right guys and gals, so welcome back to YouTube. Today is a pull session, so we're going to start off with a bit of mobility to begin with, nothing too excessive. How I like to program for my clients and myself is, what am I going to do realistically, what am I going to stick to, what's efficient, and then I just do that, then I know it's going to get done. Because we all know people who've been to physios, you get shitload of exercises given to you, but you never fucking do them and you never get better. Whereas with the stuff I do, I know I'm going to get better, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to start off with some mobility, then onto pull-ups, and then deadlifts, and then some lat and some mid-back work, and then finish off with some biceps. So a nice mix of strength and hypertrophy work today, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's do it. So I always recommend to people to do dead hangs. Now the reason being is it just helps decompress your spine and also helps with mobility in your rotator cuff. Now what you'll find is the first set, your body will sort of like lock up a little bit because it's like, what are you doing to me? Then the second and third set, you'll feel the release. Give it a go, let me know what you think. So I have been getting better at pull-ups. However, with anything comes niggles every now and again. I've noticed my bicep tendon right here feels a little bit sore, so I'm gonna have to adjust how I'm pulling and which finger I'm pulling through. Now, if you've watched me for any period of time, I'm very no bullshit and I find beauty in simple stuff. But it's when you find the beauty in the simple stuff, then you make the minutiae tweaks to improve. Like, I could get nerdy as you want just with a pull-up, but keep it as a pull-up and then you layer things on top. Find beauty in simplicity and then build from there. Don't go straight in with all the complicated stuff. 99.9% of people don't need it. So the aim of the game with this one is I'm just performing 3 sets of 6. Then when I can comfortably do 7, then I'm just going to keep edging towards that. After that, we're going to move on to deadlifts, and I'll explain a little bit more when we get on to deadlifts. Right guys, so deadlifts, depending on how I feel, 2 to 3 sets on here. I'm gonna see how I feel warming up, but the intention originally was 3 sets of 5. It's the first time I've done it in a month, and I've just been explaining to Robbie. I sort of fell in love with the trap bar deadlift, but I know I equally need to do these. So this session is a little bit of me doing something I don't wanna do. I am sort of excited to do it, but do you know when you have that nervousness around doing a certain exercise? A little bit of that. I need to get used to getting uncomfortable and becoming comfortable with getting uncomfortable. So a little bit of a mental game on this one. I wonder if it makes me hybrid now because I now use bumper plates. Definitely not high rocks. If you struggle at doing the deadlift, here's some very quick tips, very easy to follow, very easy to do. Get into the bar, grab it shoulder width, take the clink out of the bar, make sure your back's parallel, and then leg press the floor away from you. Easy. Now if anybody's watching this video and they're seeing the plates that aren't fully pushed together and you tell me off, I'm very aware of it and I'm going to sort it after this next set. I'm just going to do a quick warm up. A very quick tip, if you're forever losing stuff in the gym or forgetting shit, pink accessories. Trust me. Whenever I'm taking a hoodie off and it's like really hot, there's a Nelly song called Hot In Here. And if you know it, you'll know exactly what I mean. I always imagine that when I'm getting a little bit naked. Robbie's probably going to do a weird skit over this now. I was telling Robbie before as well, so walking Archer kiddo to school this morning with Jenna, and I was wearing a hoodie, and obviously it's warm outside. So what are you wearing a hoodie for? I'm like, because I don't want to be that guy walking around in a vest. And I find it really weird. We go to the gym to obviously, for many reasons, but obviously to look better. But when you obtain a bit of muscle, you sort of want to hide it and you don't want to be a dickhead. Like we spend that much time and effort into the gym, and then we get a little bit worried about it. But then there's dickhead deluded people who like weigh 10 stone and walk around with the tops off. It's really weird mindset. But however, my coping mechanism is a hoodie. So we're going to see how this moves, and then that's probably going to gauge the working sets. With deadlifts, I often find, one, your CNS adaptation can fade quite quick. So once you get used to it again, your load progressions can move pretty quick. So like, cause I've been out of it for a little bit, probably I'm making a bit of an excuse for YouTube. Like, this will feel heavy, but there's only one way to get better at something, and that's by fucking doing it. So there's only 170 here, so see how this moves. One of my biggest pet hates is when you set a bar and it goes off center like that. Oh, quite happy with that actually. 195. I'll go for another set of 5 and then see how fucked I feel after that set. And then we'll be a bodybuilder for a little bit. One thing I will say, right, regarding this deadlift, I dead stop every rep. There's a big difference between dead stopping and just continuous reps when you're bouncing it off the floor. Don't believe me? Try it. If you do it, you already know about it. I felt my lower back a little bit then. Yeah, I'm gonna call that there. That's a boo-boo. Yeah, so on that rep there, I just felt my lower back twinge a little bit. I guess shit's gonna happen when you're pushing things, and I just need to get used to that manner. Whereas in my bodybuilding-esque stuff, I'm all about sort of stability and safety. So it's just gonna be a lesson learned, and embrace the suck with this different stuff I am doing. It's like, yeah, I fucking fell off a box. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, touch wood, do something else or something else, but if I know when to stop and be smart about it and limit the risk, that's all you can ask for really. I'm not gonna fucking stop. My inner sort of meathead is like, oh, you're fine now, try it again. No, know when to fucking stop then. For all you nerds out there, single arm pull down, here we go. Single arm pull down is taken. Gonna move on to the mid upper back row. Now, as a rule of thumb, if you struggle to connect with your back for a certain area, just think, where is my elbow path going? Wherever your elbow goes, that's the bit that's likely going to get trained. Just an easy tip for you. So I was gonna do 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps on here, then move on to single arm pull down. If you do struggle to connect and find that your shoulders get a little bit too involved on a row, what I want you to do is get in position to begin with, and then once you've got into position, retract your scapula. So in effect, just peel your shoulders back and down. So initiate, peel your shoulders back and down, and then pull your elbow to your mid-back. That is it. One thing that pisses me off is you're seeing all these skinny nerds preach perfect form. And I get it, perfect form, completely safe. However, when you're pushing to a limit, and you're trying new weights and you're pushing yourself really hard, form is gonna give a little bit. And then you come around to your next session, your form's gonna be like a little bit better because you've pushed yourself prior. So, skinny nerds, listen up, give it some beans, you might grow some muscle. What we're gonna do here is, when I say we, me, 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And then we're probably gonna move on to another upper back row, and then finish it with a pull down, and then onto bicep work. If you struggle with a single arm pull down, very easy tip for you here, peel your shoulder back and down. Then what I want you to do is pull your elbow vertically. Then as it's coming up, imagine it's dragging back across the floor. It's not physically gonna be moving forward. It just helps with the connection much better. Give it a go, I can guarantee it works. If it doesn't, I'll buy you a pizza. So 2 sets on here, 2 sets on the pull down, and then we will finish with some biceps. Still got my fucking cardio to do later. So I was trying to box off on the walking pad as many steps before you come. So I was like, that's gonna be an easier win instead of having like 10k steps to hit, if you know what I mean. But on the flip side, fucking half an hour of cardio to do. Well, 20 minutes, half an hour. On that note, I had a weird drop. I've not changed my food, and I had a 4 pound drop overnight, so I'm not gonna change anything today. I was gonna see what I weigh in the morning. A little tip for you, if you are panicking about the scale, fucking don't, because weird shit like this can happen. Right, so back's feeling a little bit cooked. I'm gonna move on to bicep work now, and then finish off the back. And then that'll be pretty much it. If you struggle to connect with your biceps on a bicep curl machine, listen to this. So first of all, plant your armpit into the top of the armrest. Then what I want you to do is pre-initiate your bicep, and then all you need to do then is focus on forearm to bicep. Literally couldn't be any simpler than that. You see so many people rocking over and getting the shoulder involved. Eliminate that, lock your armpit into the pad, and then forearm to bicep. Easy. So just going to finish off on some pullovers. Typically, most of the time, I'll get to the last exercise and just think to myself, how can I fill this muscle with as much blood as possible? Typically, it's via an isolation exercise. So here we are, cable pullover. Done.